Welcome CS13. This is a quick introduction to the project you'll be working on this afternoon, and we will go over this lesson and this project at 8 a.m. Pacific time on Tuesday after your wonderful 3-week break. Woohoo! Okay, so this is the lesson, React Tooling. It's the first module in the intermediate React week. At the end of this module, you should be able to complete these two objectives. So first, we want to be able to demonstrate the ability to use create React app to boilerplate a React application, and then also be able to describe and use prop types to type check specific data being passed down to a child component. You have gone through the videos and the walkthroughs, the follow along section, and the challenge by this point for both of these objectives. So we are going to take a look at the React Insta Clone project. So this project is a 4-day project. We're going to be working on this through the entire week, and each day as we learn new things, we'll use that new knowledge to build and enhance this project a little bit more. So the project itself is, as you can see by the design specs here, a simple cloning of Instagram. There's a few, as we start thinking more and more in the React way, hopefully you've already started to divide in your mind some components that you can see. So we've got a search bar header that'll look something like this. Then we'll have a post container that will hold the post. And then inside each of these containers, you can see there's going to be a pretty straightforward way to break this down into smaller components. So let's take a look at this project for day one of this project. So again, this covers what we'd like you to be able to demonstrate and to know. So to set up the project, you will set up the project with Create React App. It goes over the different ways you can do that. Whether you want to install it globally, then you can follow this step here to start up your project. If you don't want to install Create React App globally, then you can use npx and use these steps to set it up. Once you have that up and running, there's a lot of files that will look kind of funny to you. If you don't know what it is, just ignore it. That's just fine. We're concerned about the ones that we've learned that we've been working with so far. So when you have this set up, you are going to create a components directory inside the source directory. And then inside components, you're going to create subdirectories called search bar, post container, and comment section. Those three will be inside components, which will all be inside the source directory. And then each of these directories should contain the component file as well as the CSS for their respective components. And then you'll also want to put any other components that coincide with your respective container components inside these directories. For example, in your search bar, you'll probably have a search bar container. You could have a search input component. You could have a logo component, and then a user menu component, something like that. Those will all go inside the search bar container. There we are, search bar container. But this is up to you how you want to name all these things and set up your file structure. Okay, so we've got the project set up. We've got tasks for each day. Day one tasks are these first two kind of describe what we're trying to do. And then it goes into instructions for how to complete this. So read through each task and work on them one at a time. And this will be your MVP for day 1 of the React Instaclone project. If you finish that and want to move on to the stretch problems, they are to add the ability to comment on a post using the add a comment input, and then also use the moment.js library dynamically format the timestamp in a human readable format, like how it's being used in the right here 2 hours ago. So bring in this library moment.js to implement this kind of text for your timestamps. All right, so that is the project. You'll notice that each day is going to be set up very similar. You've got your focus, your daily setup, and then a quick description and the tasks for each day. And again, we're going to, after each lesson, we're going to build more and more onto this Instaclone project. Good luck, and if you have any questions, reach out to your PMs. Now this afternoon, as you're working on this, the PMs are only going to be available to answer questions about this project and about this lesson. So we have a limited amount of time because of Labor Day on Monday to get through this lesson and this project. So we want our PMs and myself to be focusing on these specific projects. Okay, great. Have a wonderful day. Have a great weekend. And I will see you bright and early Tuesday morning.